Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching The Boys, Season 3, Episode 5?
The last time to look on this world of lies.
I remember that I wanted to start here. I don't remember why, so I'm just going to say it and we'll see what happens. Something that I find interesting about this world is that there's a precedent for it. Like, so many times with something like this, the superheroes would be new.
Sure.
Like, this would be the first wave. And I do find it interesting that it goes back to like the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really remember why I was going to bring that up. I guess just sort of like the history repeating with like, who is Soldier Boy? I mean, I know he was the Homelander, the it guy of...
I don't think he was ever as terrible as Homelander.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, they hated him.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't know.
Why?
We didn't find out. He blew her up. Weird waste of Lori Holden.
Well,
a little.
I mean, I can't go as far as to say it was a waste, but I was sort of like, so then what did she do?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was strange.
Because it was also a really broad to call this the musical episode.
I mean, you guys are the ones I heard say that.
It's all over. It's trending. It's a trending topic. Hashtag with them dancing.
Oh, there was a musical number.
Just one.
They did a good job.
It was cute.
They did. Well, especially Frenchie Tober is not a professional dancer.
No.
But he did a good job. They were really giving it their all. Yeah. So
it was cute, but it also I was like, because everything said musical episode, I was like, ooh.
You need three.
Yeah.
3 numbers to call it a musical number or a musical episode. Well, we can talk about that. Kimiko is alive. She doesn't have her powers? That's what we settled on?
Not currently.
And
yeah. I don't know if they'll come back, but right now she's not healing fast, she can't lift heavy stuff, and she started talking.
Well, did she?
Yeah.
Because when we came out of the musical fantasy, she was back quiet on the bed and didn't say anything.
But that's because Frenchie wasn't there.
No, he was. They kissed, and then he went to go get cafe.
That's right. Why would she be speaking by herself, though?
In a fantasy. She was imagining it.
I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really like this episode.
I was like, why are you yelling at me? Why didn't you?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. The only thing I can imagine is it's going to come down now to a showdown between Homelander and Soldier Boy, and Soldier Boy is going to take away Homelander's powers, but I also don't care because there's only 3 episodes left and we haven't accomplished anything except for make Huey totally unlikable.
I don't know that it's necessarily that he's totally unlikable. I'm getting it, but it's my girl Starlight. What is she doing? Because she's not doing anything, and I don't like this like Ross and Rachel thing they have going on.
No, I don't like that. She's not accomplishing anything except for getting people killed. This is just, that's the other thing is Rachel and I think have talked about it the most on episodes that we've done, but like I am fucking over all of these things that got thought up and produced during COVID because I am so just
fatigued.
I'm down deep in a mental hole for the rest of the night because this bummed me out so bad. Maeve is gone. The fucking Blue Hawk paralyzed A-Train's brother because he's a narcissistic Proud Boy, essentially. And it's not fun. It wasn't fun. And then Huey is gaslighting Starlight and Butcher is gaslighting Mother's Milk. It's just not fun. I'm not having fun. I'm sorry.
Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry, but I don't know what it is. I don't know why this is it, but this is it. I'm sorry. You're like, I have no idea.
I got nowhere to go.
How to pick up the pieces. The only thing I liked, actually, was Jensen Ackles, his deal. I kind of liked it. I just kind of liked having Soldier Boy like back around and finding. No, that's a lie. I also really enjoyed Paul Reiser's scene. That was also very fun.
What? That's gay now? Fuck off.
Loved it. Everything about it. He was just apparently butter churning his way through Soup Studio 54.
No, it was, what was it? Sharon Tweed?
Yeah.
Shannon Tweed. It was, I can't think of the show.
What? Oh, was it the dancing one?
No.
Oh. Falcon Crest?
Yes, Falcon Crest.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Well, he was the legend.
Yeah.
So he was sort of like who ran Vought in, like, we'll go with the 70s.
It seemed like a 70s.
And it was a free-for-all and the old days, and it's all corporate now, and all they care about. There were a lot. Okay, so I didn't hate this episode, but I didn't get much from it.
Yeah.
My only takeaways are I have no idea what the deep story is.
That's the other thing too, is like everything feels so disconnected.
Uh-huh.
And I think part of that is purposeful, because I think they're very obviously, it's not even like Edgar set it up in the previous episode. They're trying to alienate Homelander, and he's so insecure in everything he's doing that Edgar's totally right. He just is like, he basically almost laser eyes that woman who's like having practical concerns about the company. And she's just like, hey, you know, like, we do need to just like, we need to know about this. And he's like, do you think you know better than me? And it's like, well, since you started doing this job today and she's been doing it for presumably years, yes, she does know better than you. And I'm just like, that's the thing too, is it's all too real and it hurts my feelings.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I don't know what exactly the Deep is doing. It is not connected with any of the other storylines except for tangentially, because that is. I started talking about Starlight because she really pissed me off when Huey was like, "Are you really going to go with him? He's a monster," and I'm like, you know, like the literal monster you're working with every day,
pretending to date, kissing on public television. Like, they also already had this conversation about having to do this the wrong way in order to get it done.
I like her so much with the boys.
Yeah.
So when she showed up, I was like, sweet, my kingdom for Mother's Milk and Annie to have scenes together.
Yeah.
Because I like them, and they just didn't.
Because Butcher drugged him.
And yeah. And I'm not fed up with Huey. It's making enough sense, and it wasn't subtle, but they didn't shine a literal light on it with the like opening the jam, and I mean, this is such a cliche, gendered, borderline sexist plot, and it's not that like him feeling emasculated by his literal stronger girlfriend.
I don't even think she's emasculating him. It's just that
it's him feeling.
Exactly. But I don't even think it's about her being stronger. It's that he can't protect her. It's like it's a whole totally misguided thing.
It's so classic. It's such a trope. It's so cliche that I'm not mad at them for exploring it, because if anything, that's kind of what the show does, but they're not subverting it yet in any meaningful way. It's like, it is, I mean, I quite literally threw down Ross and Rachel, and it's like, that was even tired then.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's frustrating for me, is that because I want somebody to do something.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not, because the only person doing anything is fucking, what's the Russian bitch?
Nina.
Nina. She's the only person actually like doing things. I am still intrigued by Ashley. She's a character that we're intrigued by. And Will said something where he's like, I feel like we're going to lose her this season. And it's not that I think we're going to lose her this season, but I'm like, we need to do something with her.
It's like,
and I feel like we're heading that direction.
Yeah, she just is like,
they made sure to show her conflicted 3 separate times in this episode.
Exactly, which is the only reason I'm giving that a pass, because until this episode, it felt completely like she drank the Kool-Aid. And that she just was like, whatever for Master Homelander. And
we just praised her like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
No, she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. But even the character, Ashley, because of the way that she's has a foot in both, and she needs to keep it. It can skew one way or the other, but she can't go full one way or the other, because she's not interesting. Yeah. If she goes full good guy, she's not interesting, we kill her. If she goes full bad guy, she's not interesting, we kill her. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, she needs to straddle the line, and they made it was a plot in this episode. It didn't take up your new catchphrase, real estate.
Yeah.
But so I am very curious, because she's giving me Kenneth Parcell in like season 1 of 30 Rock, where it's like in 5 years
we'll either all be working for her or be dead by her hand.
Like I'm just sort of like so.
Do you know by the end of that? Spoilers for 30 Rock. By the end of that show, Kenneth is the boss.
Yeah, I watched all of 30 Rock. So Mother's Milk has history with Soldier Boy.
He killed his family.
We knew that.
Like 2 episodes ago, we found out for sure.
I didn't retain it.
No, but we do know that. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know how, but somehow Mother's Milk's family was killed, and it was his
also
fault.
I'm having a hard time. I'm mad at you because I'm like I love this show, and now I'm like, you know what? This is bad.
I do love
you
this show.
Bad episodes of a show you love.
As an umbrella, I love this show, but like I don't know what it is, and I would normally be like, I had a bad day at work, but I didn't have a bad day at work. I work at home.
We had a great time, and then we had to stop that to watch something you didn't enjoy. And
I'm just like, I don't know what happened, but
this was very triggering, especially for you. They were hitting and without the sarcasm or the irony or it was.
Yeah. It's also sort of like the thing that is still ongoing, but was at a fever pitch like 4, 5, 6 years ago, where every single show we were watching had Nazis in it. And I was like
2 or 3 years ago.
I have had enough of the Nazis in my television shows. And I know that life imitates art and art imitates life, but like, this is not the life I want my art to imitate. And I know that we have
what I would give for the Yakuza or a lobotomy about now.
Or some berserkers or whatever.
Those are all trends we went through a few years ago.
But I think the biggest issue for me is that I know that this show is about that, and Homelander has always been this character, but they are
you always sort of liked him. He always
and now I'm not even deriving joy from the way he's unhinged, because they have given him...
There's not even Schadenfreude.
They have given him completely unfettered power. And again, while I understand that, and I am certain that the journey is going someplace, I have now spent 5 Fridays of my life, or 4 Fridays of my life, watching this, and I don't want to anymore. Like, I don't want to keep watching. I need him to have a comeuppance like yesterday.
Well, I'm not there yet, but what is Mother's Milk's ex?
She wasn't in this episode.
No, she was in like the first one, but I'm like, because this is another place where it's like I understand the trope, I understand the story they're telling, I understand completely who Todd is and where he came from. I'm having a hard time believing that the woman that has a child with Mother's Milk is now with that and tolerating an iota of that.
Yeah.
Seemingly he is just playing that unhinged speech on a loop. What? Because
Mother's Milk even like makes a comment, and he's like, "Why is Janine watching this?" And he's like, "Well, Homelander's her favorite, you know," and like it's just all the triggering dog whistle words, and like he tells it like it is, and I'm like, but it's simply not true. I don't know. Because now that I've gotten that all off my chest, I'm remembering a lot of scenes that I liked, because I also really liked the scene with Maeve and Butcher. That was great. I really liked that a lot, and the fact that he literally was like, "My goal is to kill all of you. Like, we can't leave one standing. You all have to go." And she just kind of was like, "Well, okay." And then they had sex.
Relatable.
It was great.
Yeah. When she like, it was when he asked if she wanted a drink, and I was like,
yeah.
Where's her girlfriend? Did she die?
She didn't die, but I think she left her.
Okay.
Because of all the fucking brave Maeve gay shit. Yeah. It's so offensive.
I remember she was tits deep at one point. Yeah. And like,
she also, they like, because Maeve is bisexual, because she tried to play that, and that was when Ashley was like, "No, we're really thinking like straight, just lesbian," and they were gonna make her dress up like a lipstick lesbian so that they wouldn't both be just like regular girly. It was like so bad.
At this moment, we don't have when Ashley is the plot we have to cling to at this point, because I still don't understand. I don't understand A-Train. I don't understand.
I don't know what he's plot? Like, I don't know what he's trying to do, because like what we have on surface level is that he is trying to like reach his black roots essentially, and sort of like get
from
back
within
to
the machine.
And which is not working because they are all just pandering to these things. And so when this community center full of Black people start being like, what about these Black people that you killed? And you are just like, and he also, not an ounce of camera presence reading that apology.
So bad.
I think it's actually great.
It was good.
Because I think it proves Nick Weschler's...
I gasped 3 times in that.
I think it proves Nick Weschler's mettle as an actor because he is able to act like a bad actor, which is one of my favorite things.
It's like fucking what was the story with the Kingsman 2 where Channing Tatum had to like dance poorly, and a trained dancer can't dance poorly.
It's really hard.
So what they ended up doing was gave him a different song on set,
so it looks like he's offbeat.
So yeah.
Nice. That's the other thing too, is it's like I can't imagine what actual marginalized communities are feeling watching this play out. Like, because right now no one is getting punished.
Well, because sometimes there's a catharsis. We had...
I am not cathartic right now.
No, but we had a similar conversation back when we watched It Chapter 2, and it opened up with, spoiler alert, hate crime against gays. Mm-hmm. And you were really offended by it. And I was like, no, it'd be like that. And I kind of wanted all those people in the theater to sit there and watch it.
All the Stephen King shows.
Just everybody. I just wanted them to sit there and be like, yeah, look at it. Yeah. Like, so for some people, that's a factor. And again, I'm only a third where you are, but I will maintain that I don't
feel a lot of feelings very strongly.
I was going to make a period joke, but I couldn't think of a funny enough one.
Well, you are on the money timing wise.
My issue is I don't have a grasp of the story we're telling this season, other than we need to stop Homelander.
Yeah.
And even that, it's like, I almost don't know. I don't want that. I don't know. But I love when a show can surprise me by where they're going. Yeah. And then looking back, you're like, there's no other way that could have gone.
No, 100%. And the thing for me is like, I don't know either, because I can't imagine this show without Antony Starr. On the other hand,
well, if they depower him, I mean, there's got to be a season's worth of
something's got to give. Mm-hmm. Either he needs to either be like a fugitive kind of, or he actually does need to go like nuclear and blow up half of Manhattan, or
that would be interesting.
Or Soldier Boy needs to depower him and he needs to get used to like the New World Order kind of thing. But then we've got a Soldier Boy problem because he doesn't feel entirely stable either.
So then they need to bring in the one from the Civil War era.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know. It was the 5th episode of season 3 of The Boys.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Also, the Deep is now, he's like head of the crimes analytics department or something. Something needs to come of his wife. 100%.
If
they also only brought 15 cupcakes to a meeting full of a room of like over 30 people. Yeah. And then he ate one, so it made it look like it said crime anal.
But no, there's something needs to come of her, either funny or violent or totally left field. Like she needs to somehow align with Homelander or something, because she's doing the same thing for like 60 seconds of screen time in every episode. Yeah. And so I'm like, something needs to come of it.
I agree.
In order for it to be worth anything.
We didn't see Victoria this episode.
No. Oh yeah, because her daughter was going through that awful.
Yeah. That transition, yeah.
And then you did say Maeve is somewhere.
Black Noir stole Maeve, and Ashley claims she's at like a Malibu rehab center. But Starlight is like, I want to speak to her right now. And so now I think we're in a Shelley Miscavige situation.
Which will be cool if we do it. So let's do it. You know what I mean? And then what?
That's it. I've really appreciated that these seasons have been 8 episodes, but for some reason this season is frustrating me more than the previous season, because I feel very at sea and I don't know where we're going. And I'm sure I'm going to get so many comments about the comics in like letting me know what's probably going to happen. And
we don't necessarily want that either, though.
Well, I mean, it's fine. I just like maybe this is a failing of my own for not having read the graphic novel.
We also still have Grace and Ryan out there somewhere.
Well, which they brought Maeve brought up, what about Homelander's kid, to like kill Homelander, and Butcher was like, no. But also maybe, which we did get comments to that effect last week as well. I don't see why not. It just depends on, like...
I mean, that kid's getting older, so his ability to handle certain material is becoming more of a possibility. So.
Agreed.
Medium.
Yeah.
So...
Sorry!
We'll see you next week. Hopefully with... There's an orgy coming up I'm excited for.
Oh!
It's called Herogasm or something. It's like a... It's like the party from like the first or second episode. It's like a superhero getaway.
Okay.
Where they all just like, it's like the Olympic Village.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm kind of excited for that because in the comics, Homelander and Soldier Boy sleep together.
Oh.
But they're not going to do that here. No. And they
were like, they made especially sure. Weird. Well, they also made especially sure to have Jensen Ackles looking like giving side eye to a gay couple walking down the street. So there's no way.
Well, but they also accused him of like molesting gunpowder or whatever. So, I mean, it could be weird. If Homelander didn't fuck himself when he had the chance to, he's not gonna fuck Soldier Boy. No. I love when characters are fluid or whatever, but I do also firmly believe that some characters are 100% straight and or gay.
Yeah.
And if we haven't seen it yet, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Homelander. Because he's also one of the ones where I'm like, I would believe that he can't get it up before. Like, I don't even know that he has that. So, regardless. Yeah,
Sorry.
Well, it's gonna make for good TV.
Yeah.
I didn't know, though. I was like...
I kind of didn't either until I started yelling.